So a new trading week is underway, and I don't have anything to say before we start, so let's jump straight into it. On Monday, my bias was bullish after seeing this uptrend being made from the last 2 days of the previous week. And before market opened, I marked out four things, those being this hourly fair value gap made in London session, Asian session lows, and hourly Asian session lows, since actual lows are around here. And these two London lows, these being some hourly lows, and these sort of being the true lows, just as I said here. This is the actual low made in London session, but it wasn't an hourly or a 4 hour low. So market opened and quickly fell down to take out these hourly lows, as well as these 15-minute true lows, if you could say. And after a 5 minute break of structure, an order block retracement, and a reaction, I entered with my stops below these lows, these Asian hourly lows, and my take profit at this sort of supply zone, I guess you can say, hourly supply zone, which we had made last week. I put my target price just below it, and yeah, as you can see, it pretty clearly went down, and I lost the trade for today. On Tuesday, I don't really even want to talk about it, but I will nonetheless, since this was a horrible trade, basically. It's not that the confluences were bad, since we had like a sweep of this London accumulation, which presented itself as a sort of AMD setup, like accumulating here, manipulating these highs and distributing downwards. And I entered from a break of structure on the 5 minute and a retracement. But the bias was so clearly wrong that I don't even know why I was why I was bearish. It was clear that we were bullish since the 4 hour, the 1 hour, and the daily were in a bullish trend. So I really don't know why I chose to be bearish for the day, and the fact that I did clearly showed in this horrible trade. So yeah, unfortunate yet again, which means I'm on a losing streak of four now. On Wednesday, I saw that during Asian session, price came into this daily equilibrium, and after seeing a rally made in London session and another small rally made just at the start of New York Open, followed by a equilibrium retracement on the 1 hour, I started looking for entries to go long with preferred targets like maybe Asian highs or previous day highs. But unfortunately, after price broke structure, it didn't retrace anywhere, so I didn't manage to catch any entry, which is unfortunate since all my targets would have been hit and I would have gotten out with a decent green day. But yeah, still 2 days left of the week, so we'll see what those offer. On Thursday, I managed to take a small green trade, although it would have hit full take profit if I had held for longer to the new day. But since market closed, I also closed the trade to simulate sort of the funded conditions that I would have to trade in at some point in the future. So my bias was still bullish from this huge uptrend, and after market opened, price fell down quickly and didn't close below, or actually did it did close below this hourly fair value gap, but it all when it closed below it, it also swept these Asian lows, and after that it broke structure from here. And after seeing that, I marked out this 5 minute sort of breaker block, which was inside this 5 minute order block, and this 5 minute fair value gap. From there, I scaled to the 1 minute. Oops. I scaled to the 1 minute to look for more confirmation. And after seeing this accumulation, followed by sort of a distribution, I said here a manipulation of low time frame lows. I mean manipulation or distribution. I entered after this distribution past these highs, and I entered here. There are some sell things here. I sold a couple contracts since I had risked too much, and I sold two contracts while in profit. But I my final sell was right here for a profit of 33 points, less than what I had risked, so actually less than a one-to-one risk reward. But I'm not mad about it since market closed then, and because of that I also decided to close. So I closed here, and it would have hit full take profit, but again, unfortunately, I didn't. I couldn't have held any longer than I did. So yeah, a small trade to sort of not even balance out, but to give me back a little bit of momentum from those last trades, four trades, which were unfortunately losses. So yeah, let's see what Friday holds. On Friday, I took another successful trade, which unfortunately didn't hit full take profit once again, but it was close enough. So originally, I missed this entry here from a fair value gap retrace following a sweep of Asian lows, and I didn't take it due to the fact that my target for the day, which were London highs here, had already been taken out. So after that, I moved on to MNQ, where I took this trade here after filling the 4-hour equilibrium and taking out these 1-hour lows. We reacted and broke structure on the 3 minute. Since I'm on the 3 minute chart now, I decided to use this after sort of starting with the ICT mentorship more and trying to incorporate some of the stuff that he tells there into my trading. So I moved on the 3 minute and waited for a break of structure, followed by an imbalance fill here, and I entered just as the imbalance got tapped into with my take profit here. Actually, it was around here first, but after seeing this sort of leg down following this reaction, I decided that maybe it wasn't the best idea to aim for here or here at the London highs. So I lowered it down a bit to around 50 points, and it got close to hitting that. But after again seeing not enough strength to say, after seeing weakness in price action, I decided to close at around the endpoint of this 3 minute candle after a sort of structure shift. So in the end, I got out with around the 1-to-1 risk reward ratio, 1 to 1.6, 1.06 from my original like 1.61 or so. So yeah, these two wins from Thursday and Friday don't entirely make up for the two previous losses, since the previous win, the one on Thursday, wasn't a full win. It was more like a 55 to 60% win. So yeah, I'm still on the red for the week, but I ended off strongly, and I'm looking forward to seeing what next week holds. So to recap the week, I ended off nicely, although I sadly didn't manage to make up for the two losses I had at the start of the week. But again, I'm not that mad about it since those last two trades were good, and now hopefully I can keep this momentum up. I had once again some bias problems this week, which I thankfully managed to sort of fix by the middle of it. And I'm definitely excited to see if I can keep up this pace coming into next week.